So this morning is Mother's Day. It is May 9th, 2021. I have my dinner cooking in the kitchen for my family later. I am working later today. But I wanted to just leave a note for my family, mostly my children, to let them know how much I love them. They are my greatest joy in life, my biggest accomplishment, and I'm proud of every one of them. Um, my boys were kind of late bloomers. They all found their path a little bit later in life, and that's okay. We raised them to be independent, to think, to be a good thinker, and really follow the passion of whatever they have in life, chase their dreams. Sometimes dreams happen very quickly, sometimes that could take many, many years, sometimes a lifetime. I know Steve and I, we built a life together. It took several years. We're at a spot now where we're pretty comfortable and we're pretty happy. We've been happy all along, some bumps. But I think when you get later in your lifetime and you're older and you're kind of heading down the other side of the hill, so to speak, you see things through a different lens. You see life through a different lens. We're older now. We figure it's our time. So we're enjoying our life kind of with a lot of freedom now. I mean, when you're younger and you have children and you're raising children, you give up so much for your children because that's what you do. You make sacrifices for them to have the best, to give them the best experiences, the best memories. You only live once, so you have to make every day count. Ugh, my nose is itching too. Anyway, um, so when you get older in life, you'll see things different. Life is like stages that you go through. In the beginning, you're in that happy honeymoon stage. Then you start to build a life. And then when you have children, your lives become all about your children. You give every part of you, you make every sacrifice to raise your children. And then when they get older and they start leaving the nest, you get that empty nest syndrome. You do miss it. You miss the chaos, the arguing, the clothes all on the floor. When they go and get a shower, like they have all their laundry and wet towels hanging all over. You miss going into their bedrooms and seeing piles of water bottles, soda cans, leftover plates of food, the mountains of laundry that you have to do constantly, the dishes piled up. You do miss all of that. When you get older, your house feels very empty. So now Steve and I are in that later part. We're enjoying life. We got a camper. We took the grandkids camping 3 days this week. We had a great time. Even though we had rain, we made the best of it and had a great time and made some great memories with them. This week we're going to take the boat out, get the boat out on the water. So when you're going through your different cycles and waves of life, there will be good times, there will be bad times, and sometimes the storms last for a while. My mom always said, God doesn't give you more than you can handle. Miss her. And she was always right. No matter how much you have on your plate, it always works out. Just recently, my son Dylan sent me a message and he said, Mom, you're right. It always has a way of working out, and it always does. So it's easy to give up. Don't give up. Persevere. Push through it. The storm don't last forever. Um, I know it's a lot of probably a mumbo jumbo. My kids are probably watching this back thinking, oh my God, rolling their eyes at me. Um, but the whole generation now, everything is electronic. They don't really print pictures off or have like a library of videos of home movies. I think that has all gotten lost in this new generation. So I've kind of transitioned a little bit, creating the YouTube channel, uploading all my videos of my recipes that I make, just so my kids have that to pass on to their kids and maybe their grandkids. Um, I think too often we take our moms for granted. We just assume they're going to be there forever, always a phone call away, and it's hard when they're not anymore. There's times when I would pick up the phone and call my mom, like every time I made her pumpkin walnut bread, I always would call her. We'd go through the recipe over the phone. I knew it by heart, but I always knew that she loved when I called and would ask like different things about it. Um, so I want my kids to treasure all the stuff that they enjoyed growing up eating. All too often, when our moms pass away, those recipes maybe that they made all the time kind of go away with them, and you wish you would have rewound the clock and grabbed those recipes. And my mom never wrote them down. I really don't write them down. Every time I make something, I just kind of put it together. So my husband has made me write them down. I've done them to the best of my knowledge, but it's way better to do it and like make a video. That way, the kids can pop it on and cook right alongside of me, hear me. Now, in my cooking videos, I don't really show myself in the videos. I think it's more important to show the food aspect of it and the tasks that I'm doing. But my son said, "Mom, you really should put yourself in the video. I'm going to try it on different angles." Um, so I hope my kids can look back on my brief little video clips and just get that warm feeling about mom. And if they're missing me, they'll have these little videos just to maybe sit down, have a cup of coffee with mom, like I'm having coffee right now, in my J mug that Dylan and Brienne got me from the kids. I think I got it for Christmas last year. I'm wearing my favorite apron, my favorite pajamas. It is Mother's Day, like I said. I'm working later, but everything I do for my family. They are the most important people in my life, always will be, and I live for them. So, see you soon.